Hey guys, hey. How you doing? Is you doing? Because I'm definitely doing. So today is, I want to say Monday night. And how was your New Year's? Let me know down below. If you are new to my channel, you can click the likey, subscribe button, and that way you know that I put out videos a few times a week. Sometimes. Usually. Kinda. You never know. You might get 5 in like 1 week. You might get like none for 2 weeks. You never know about me. So, I have a thing that I want to talk about, but I want to talk about my my trip to San Francisco. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I live in the Bay Area, and I went to San Francisco and I had some NSVs, and I just really enjoyed myself. You can see Mr. Kane over there. I keep calling it Michael Kane. Michael Kane. Mr. Kane over there is annoying, but I put in a request for one of the hurricanes, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm cheap. We'll put it that way. Frugal. So, if I can get my insurance to pay for it, I'd rather than shell out the money for something hopefully I won't need forever and a day. So, yeah, I walked around San Francisco a lot. I stayed on track. I was really happy with that. God, I was really happy with that. Protein the whole time. Most of the stuff that I would normally go to, like I wanted to go to the Ferry Building, which is Pier 35. Has 3 Cowgirl Creamery or Cowgirl Creamery or Cowgirl Ranch Creamery. It's some kind of damn cheese thing. And yeah. So, and it was closed. It was all closed because I guess it was New Year's Day. So, oh, how you like it? You like it? Do you like it? Like that hair, I chopped that shit off because that side shit wasn't working. No, girl. No. No. No, boo-boo. I do have a few clips of me going to the gym for a few days that I'll put at the very end of this. So if that is not your cup of tea, then you just have to click off after I stop yammering. I got to ride in one of those pedicabs, which is the little bicycle where they've got like a cart on it. I got to ride in one of those. I really enjoyed that. Spent the New Year's with my hubby. I really enjoyed that. I had an amazing time. It was a night to remember. I got to see the fireworks and I was just so happy. So now to the meat and potatoes of this video. Hold on, I'm trying to, there we go. So I did a video about my confessions. I did a video about 10 things I wish I knew before gastric bypass, and now I'm going to do 10 things that surprised me about gastric bypass. 10 things that just took me completely off guard. I'm like 100%. So for those of you who are really thinking about having gastric bypass, or even the sleeve or the band or any of that, the first thing that I was not prepared for was the dehydration. No, there's no way to prepare. There's no way to prepare for that shit. I don't know. I don't care who you are, like, because before my surgery, I was chugging and lugging like 120 ounces of water a day, no problem. After my surgery, I could barely get in about 3 or 4 ounces. Like, it just wasn't going down. Now I did have a stricture, but I'm talking like right after surgery, like the moment after surgery, like when they finally allowed me to have some water and I was kind of chewing the ice. You don't have any idea how hard it is the first couple of weeks, even the first couple of months, to get your fluid in. I know people today who are still dehydrated. Hell, I'm probably still dehydrated because I still don't get enough. People who stay chronically dehydrated. That was the very first thing that I was just like, what? You mean I can't drink? Well, they did shrink your stomach and you have some inflammation, and yeah, eating and drinking as you know it right now, completely different. That's the second thing that is, that is the second thing that surprised the hell out of me. Eating and drinking as you know it right now completely changed for me. I was completely taken back. A lot of things like tasted different. Things that you have memory, like food memories of like barbecue, or like, that sandwich you ate on 5th Street, like that one time that was like the shit, and like you want to go back and eat again. Like you go and have it, you're like, actually, it's not that great. I have a lot of food memories that I'm like, oh my God, oh yeah, buddy. And I go and have it and I'm like, yeah, Krispy Kreme donut. Right there. I had a Krispy Kreme donut for the first time in 3 years, and I was like, girl, I would have fought you for a Krispy Kreme donut. I would have fought you for a piece of a Krispy Kreme donut 3 years ago. Like, you just had to say crispy, and I knew cream. I was like, don't mind if I do. Like, where? Who? Where? Hot? Yes. Okay. I don't want any cream filled. I don't want no jelly shit. Like, I just wanted the regular Krispy Kreme. It had to be hot. Don't mind if I do. I would eat an entire dozen within a day. I mean, just like an entire day. So, food memories for me, like a lot of things that I absolutely loved before surgery, and a lot of things that I didn't like before surgery. Like, I'm like, I love them. I love them. Avocados. I was kind of about avocados. Love them now. Now, I have tried all kinds of food. Especially things that I don't particularly care for, like cucumber. Not a big fan, unless it's a pickle. I still don't like them. I'm still not a big fan. Excuse me. Stuff like whey protein. I didn't mind it so much before my surgery. After my surgery, no ma'am. No, I can smell it from a mile away. You can forget it. I'm not eating it. Nope. Nope. Like, even you just look at me and go, nope. You have whey protein? No. If I can taste it or smell it, it smells like a dirty, wet sponge. You know what I'm saying? It smells like, no. Yeah, so a lot of things, like, I've tried so many foods, and I just haven't. Like, my brain, for some reason, just doesn't, hold on a second. Boop. For some reason, just doesn't do it for me. Like, not my brain, my mouth meats. Like, tomatoes. Oh, I hated tomatoes to begin with. I still hate tomatoes. Like, you cannot get a tomato in my mouth. I won't do it. It has to be salsa, or ketchup. Otherwise, you can forget it. So a lot of things, food memory wise, a lot of things like the way you eat, how you eat, they all change. Like chicken breast. I have a really hard time still eating chicken breast, and I mean, I have like almost a complete hole in my pouch. So 90% of anything doesn't stay in there. And even chicken breast still hurts my pouch. Hot water feels better than cold water. So, like, there's a lot of weird shit that goes around the food. Another thing is the alcohol. It really surprised me how quick you can drink alcohol after surgery, how fast you get drunk after surgery, and how fast it goes away. Now, I wanted to just throw this out here because I've said it before, but it always, don't drink your calories. Don't do it. Don't do it. It is a huge deal for transfer addiction, number one, for alcohol, because it's so easy to be obtained, and people don't usually look down on you as they do for us over here who still have the food addiction. When you're sitting there, taking down 15 martinis in an evening, they don't look at you any different. But if I'm like, I had a Snicker, they're like, oh, food police. I mean, all over you, just like, woo, food police my ass, like, all day long. They're like, you had a Snickers? Oh, well, food jail for your ass, you know. And how certain alcohols don't affect me and certain alcohols super affect me. I flush, and I'll put a picture after this of what I'm talking about. Certain alcohols will actually turn my entire face and neck. I mean, I'm red kind of to begin with. My skin has a reddish tint because I have rosacea, like if you guys can see. And like if I get excited or if I get warm or, you know, like anything like that, my skin shows more red, or especially when I work out, I get real red. And like my chest meats as well, it's kind of red. But when I drink certain kinds of wine, like, I mean, I bright ass red, just like, or like tequila, like I get like this flushing. And I've looked it up, and like some people say it's like a liver thing, and that, but I never did that before surgery, so it has to be something with my gastric bypass and whatever. I don't drink that much, so it doesn't really matter to me. But just because you don't feel it doesn't mean that your body isn't still drunk, you know, because it's you know what I'm saying? So just because you can pound down 6 drinks and you think it's safe for you to go home, you know, and drive home because you don't feel it up here, doesn't mean that your body and your alcohol level in your body isn't still really, really high. And you know, because people just immediately assume, well, I don't feel drunk, so I guess I'm, you know, gastric bypass, or, you know, the sleep does it for me, I'm not drunk anymore. Still, it's in your system. And I've actually known people who have had to have their stomach, well, their, I guess not really, their intestines pumped, because you don't really have a stomach anymore, who have had, you know, had to go to the ER with alcohol poisoning. So that's another thing that really surprised me, was how many people have issues with that. Another thing that really surprised me after my gastric bypass was how quickly you lose friends. How quickly the moment, like, the moment you start bettering yourself and like start doing things that are good for you and make you happy and all, you know, and you know, you're shedding clothes and you're looking better and you're getting more confidence, and it surprised me how quickly people who I thought loved me and adored me and were going to be in my life forever stopped talking to me, didn't have time for me anymore. You know, it was actually kind of like just completely taken back. Somebody that I had known for 16 years, my best friend in fucking high school, like, nope. Decided that, you know, after my gastric bypass, they just weren't going to be friends with me anymore. And, you know, that really disturbed me. And also in the weight loss community, you make a lot of friends, but like, people are so quick to be, you know, really judgy, or super quick to just be catty, and like they talk behind your back. It's like high school. It's like high school all over again, except these people are like 40 and 50 and like, you know, like 30, 40, 50 years old, 60 years old, and they still act like they're 12. You know, check yes or no if you're gonna be my friend. That was another thing that surprised the shit out of me. I was like, well, I don't know, it was crazy for me. Another thing was the body dysmorphia. You know, I had heard a lot about body dysmorphia when I was looking into, you know, neuroses and stuff like that. I like to research shit. And I didn't realize, because there are some people who see themselves smaller than they actually are, and there's a lot of people who see themselves a lot bigger than they actually are. I see myself a lot bigger than I actually am, which really fucks with my head, but a lot of people see themselves a lot smaller than they are. I don't know which one's worse, but that runs pretty damn rampant, really rampant actually, in the weight loss community. Another thing that surprised the shit out of me is how many people get some regain, baby. Like, like you start traveling out, like, 2 years after whatever procedure you had, 2 to 3 years, and you start talking to people who start falling off the wagon, and they're like, yeah, I've gained 30 pounds. Yeah, I've gained 20 pounds. Yeah, I've gained 50 pounds. Yeah, I've gained 70 pounds. Yeah, I've gained 80 pounds. Like, yeah, I gained all my weight back. Like, it surprised the living shiz out of me how quick, like, how easy regain, and how many people suffer with it. Like I said in my last video, and many times before, this is not a fix-all. Like, if you're not willing to fix yourself, girlfriend, boyfriend, honey, you'll gain it back. Like, I'm living proof, sitting right here in front of you. I went through my pictures from the end of last year, not last year, but 2015, and like halfway through 2016, and like I had none of this. Like, I was starting to see cheekbones. I didn't have any, like, you could actually like see that I had, yeah. And, coming back to it and seeing the regain, it's hard for me. It's very, very hard for me. But it's life. And, you kind of have to just roll with it. Okay, I fucked up. I didn't do everything I needed to. Circumstances be damned. I still am accountable. You're still accountable. Like, it doesn't matter what the circumstances was. It doesn't matter who died. It doesn't matter, accident. It doesn't matter injury. It doesn't matter. And you still have to be accountable for yourself. Have to be accountable for myself. I can't blame anybody else, but what I put in my mouth is, I did it. It was my hand. Put it in my mouth, wasn't it? Like, I picked it up. Just, it was me. All me. So, gotta keep yourself accountable. Alright, guys, I have yammered for about 17 some odd minutes. I just thought it would be interesting to tell you guys what surprised the shit out of me right after surgery. And I've got a lot more, but I'll do it again later. And then I'll add my little gym clippies. So, I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing faces, and I hope everybody's having a great start of your week. I know most people are going back to work. It's no bueno. And I will talk to you guys very, very, very soon. Bye.